Hey, as you saw there in that introduction, which I have no idea what it looks like yet because I'm recording this first, this is the beginning of my Ratkin Cheese Empire run. Now, we have four main goals here. The first is to get legendary cheese of every possible type. The second is to amass over 1,000,000 wealth worth of cheese. Now, we're going to hit over 1,000,000 wealth just from colony wealth and all that stuff combined, but I only care about wealth from cheese. Next, we are only going to sell cheese to traders, nothing else. I'm a bit more, I'm a bit iffy on this one because that might make things pretty difficult, but I'm gonna try to stick to this one as much as I can, which even though it's gonna mean no trade for a while. And then once we complete all of these goals, we are going to build a ship and start it up so that we can sell cheese all across the galaxy. With that being said, let's meet our colonists. First, we have Lily. She was a student and teacher who is an abrasive academician tycoon. Now, you see, she used to be a teacher among the Ratkin Kingdom, but the whole being abrasive thing didn't exactly work out well for her. So she lost her job and decided to pursue her tycoon goals of working to build a cheese business. Next, we have, how am I supposed to pronounce this? Narcissus? Or can I say Narcissus? An orphan and city maid, a gastronomist, and pretty. She is our girl who is going to be our cook and the one who takes care of everybody. Next, we have Kaidalin, I'm gonna guess. Our merchant, the kid of a merchant, and now a farmer who is obviously not going to be our farmer too because she has the highest plant skill. And she is squeamish, so she's not going to do good around blood or corpses. She's also going to be good with animals and a little bit helpful with mining, even though that's not going to be her main job. And finally, we have the one who is the main character, you could say, who is Saber. Is her, well, Sicila, but just this is totally not copyright infringements at all. A successor in Knights who is a faithful swordsman and kind. She is this colony's defender, and I have started her out with a suit of armor and a sword because she's pretty much going to be the only one doing any fighting. And that armor is not going to last forever because we're playing with Yayo's combat, which means that it is going to lose their ability pretty quickly in every single fight. So, with our cast being set, let's get started. Now, first thing first, like in every single run, build a giant stockpile somewhere, which we'll put right here, and allow everything except I don't need corpses, don't need waste, don't need chunks, and everything else is good. Well, except nuclear waste. Obviously don't want that, even though it's not going to be a problem for a while anyways. Next, because wait, do I have someone set to construction? No, I don't. I'm going to have to temporarily set Saber to construction because no one else can do it, and I don't want anyone else to do it. And we are going to build some tilled soil. This should be enough there. I always forget how much space you should have between farm plots. I think it's 4 between them. But yeah, we'll go with 4. So then we're going to have those work on that. Once she's done with that, we are going to get some basic build housing setup. Alright, so now I'm conflicted. I feel like one of the first things you're going to want to do is build shelter. But, you know, they just got here. They have limited food supplies, only enough for a few more days. And shelter's not going to do much if they're all starving. So I'm thinking they're going to focus on having food, and then they're rats. They're used to, you know, sleeping in caves and in the dark and probably not being very comfortable. So we're just going to have to deal with not having a house for the first night. So let's just focus on the farm while the rest focus on hauling. Yeah, you have them set to already have their permissions and everything set up here. I'm trying to give them, you know, normal work schedule, so I'm not working them too hard, but I think I might change this one to, they don't need that hour of forced recreation there. Not for now. Maybe once things are up and running, I'll give them some more forced recreation. Speaking of recreation, we should get a steel horseshoe pin set up. Put it over here. I'm not going to really be using any of our wood supply because we have very limited wood on this map. So until we can start growing more trees, I'm going to try and be careful with that wood. Now let's get up our first growing zone, which is obviously going to go to the most famous crop of RimWorld, rice. If I can find it, it's like staring right in the face. There it is. This next one will be, because we're gonna need cotton, because we, you know, just need cloth. Actually, should I do heel root instead? Yeah, I'll do heel root instead. The third plot can be for cotton, but where should I put said third plots? I will put it right... Yeah, that should be good enough, I think. It's 3 apart, so that should be fine, right? Yeah. If it's not fine, it's gonna have to be fine. And now, because we do have these... Actually, no, I don't want to get those yet until... Oh no, once I collect the hive, it should be fine. It's the bees and queens and drones that deteriorate quickly. So we're going to harvest these, and then before people start falling asleep just out in the open somewhere, let's get them some sleeping spots right here. There we go, just relaxing together, playing horseshoes. I always love watching them do recreation. Just a nice little thing to watch. Now, as you might be able to tell, I like to roleplay my RimWorld colonies. I think it's fun when you try to stick to a story, you give the characters personality and background. That's fun to me. That's how I like to play. So you can expect a lot of that. I'm not going to play things optimally. I don't do min-maxing and... Well, I mean, I'm going to be min-maxing cheese, obviously, because this is all about being greedy and making a ton of cheese and taking over the world by becoming billionaires through cheese selling. But other than that, I like to just roleplay and have fun and build a story. Who would have thought that an author likes to make a story out of the game, right? Alright, now, second day. Busy day. Let's get to work. All of this. Now, that bothers me. So let's just clear that real quick. Alright, good news. They were able to get hives from both of those cactuses that had hives growing on them. So we will be able to use those to start growing bees and all that. Well, not growing bees. You don't grow bees. We will use that to start... Shit, what is it called? I can't think. Oh well. Farming bees? Would you say that? Do you farm bees? Do you cultivate bees? I'm gonna have to find that out because it's bothering me. What's the proper terminology for raising bees? Is it raising bees? That's probably right, raising bees. Yeah, I'm stupid. Don't mind me. Small dog brain. Alright, so we are quickly running out of food because Ratkin do kind of eat a lot. Or I think they get hungry quickly, so... But first, we are going to build more. We can get rid of these for now. And we are going to build a simple house out of steel. Because we don't really have anything else to build out of right now. That should be good enough. It's not going to be perfectly symmetrical there, but gonna have to deal with it. Alright, got the house all set up, and they are now working. Oh, wait, forgot something important. Hygiene. Because, you know, I don't want them going to the bathroom out in the open all the time. So, we're going to latrine there, stall door there. And then, am I doing this right? I could have made it a little bit closer, but that's okay. Primitive well. It's not that good anywhere there. Gonna have to be right there is fine. Actually, let's have her finish these beds. So that they can actually sleep in comfy beds tonight. And as you can see, already running very low on food. But this should be fine. This rice is already about halfway finished growing, so it should be harvestable by the end of this next day. I won't get the full harvests from it, but we'll get enough. All of our cotton is planted, still working on the heal root. Everything is going good so far. You know, I like to think that this makes sense. You have Granite girls sleeping in close quarters together. I mean, obviously they're not going to be happy about it because do they have a thing for it? They have a no thing for poor barracks or anything. Maybe it's because of the extremely low expectations. I actually never noticed that's a thing before. I just thought that was always a negative modifier. Anyways, Narcissus and Lily are both kind of not doing anything. Oh, right. I need to have Saber finish the research table, then Lily's never going to run out of things to do. And that was failed. But that's okay, because we have more than enough steel on this map. Can get started on mining that. Get started on mining that. Actually, wait. Is she a miner? No. She's crafting and intellectual. She is cooking plants. So she really has nothing to do. What can Narcissus be doing right now? What can she, you know, we'll just stick her on mining when she really has nothing else to do. What? Oh, mad hair. Okay. Was not expecting that, but it's not gonna last long. Except it is going after Lily instead. There we go. Finish that off. And while we are here, might as well attack these dromedaries because they might try to eat our crops if we don't get rid of them. Plus, we could use the food. And they're not really going to do anything to Saber. She's too strong. See, no problem. Bet you never thought that a rat girl would be so fierce. Then again, she is decked out in steel armor with a giant two-handed steel sword. As for how she's using a sword, a two-handed sword, and a shield at the same time, we're not going to worry about that. Alright, so they're all fine. Just cracks and bruises. Nothing that can potentially lead to infection. Oh wait, I forgot the research table was done, but we're not researching any research. And you know what the first research thing is going to be? Wait, what's this? Oh, never mind. Alright, first research obviously has to be cheese making. And then, because we're really not going to have much wood, tree sowing. And then we'll figure out what to do once we have those done. And for now, we also have a little corpse stockpile. Got already butchered one of the camels. Got some meats, and that's really good timing because we're not going to have to cut our rice early, but now we have something to make some meals out of. So let's set up a, oh wait, I forgot the stoves. Didn't want to, I'm gonna have to. Alright, I can go right here. Also, I can get rid of this stockpile, because I have these, pallets being worked on that Saber just hasn't gotten around to yet. Let's get her finishing those up. I really love the simple storage mod. It kind of makes things a bit too easy when it comes to storage, you could say. But I like it. I don't like the storage. I mean, I've got ogre stacks on to make stacks bigger than I am this to just make it even easier. and the storage management in vanilla is not a fun mechanic to me. Wait, I just noticed she never finished the toilet. Alright, well, she's gonna finish. Yeah, go finish this instead. This is more important. Thank you. Then we really need to get this finished too, so they're not running all the way over here every single time they want to get washed up. Ooh, rare thrombos. It would be nice to get a female, but oh well. So they had the mods that make it so thrombos are, you know, they produce milk and stuff, but I don't think that they're compatible with the cheese mod anyways. I don't think they actually produce anything. Or, well, I mean, I don't think that their milk can be turned into cheese. If I knew how to mod that in myself, I would, because I think that'd be fun to just get milk from everything and then make cheese out of everything, but maybe. Oh, and now Galatros wanders in. You don't want to mess with these. They are very, very big and very, very powerful. And I do not like having a Galatros and Thrombos all down here by my crops, because they're probably going to eat them. Anyways, alright, we have all of this finished. Now we just need to start cooking. So let's... Definitely don't want to do that yet. Just going to do simple meals for now. This girl, does she have anything better to be doing? No, not really. She could try taming a Thrumbo, actually, but we have no way to keep it fed right now, so definitely not. Now this is gonna have to do for now. I'm not too happy about the current situation, but just gonna have to make do with what we have. And why is no one putting all this stuff into storage? Probably because because these pallets cannot really... I should have checked this first. That was stupid of me. We can actually just uninstall these then to build something more general use. And that would be probably shelves? Yeah, steel shelves can hold like everything on them. That's what we should have made in the first place. Thankfully, we have a ton of steel. It feels kind of silly building a new house and everything directly out of steel, but hey, they're Ratkin. They lived in caves. They're more than acquainted with metal and all that. They know what they're doing. All right, we have the first rice coming in. That's good. Ah, shit, this meat is about to expire though, so we really need who's our cook? Narcissus? Yeah, we really need Narcissus cooking. Just actually no, don't do rice right now. That can wait. Just do meat. Okay, well you can do meat after you make this one. Simple meals aren't gonna last long. Generally only an extra 4 days, but gonna have to... Yeah, it's probably not the best strategy there. Let's suspend this for now, because there are better uses of our wood, and that is with a smokehouse. But before we can make a smokehouse, we're going to need stone blocks. Also, in case people are curious about the Storyteller settings, I am using Ratkin because I've had a lot of fun with her personally, but I do have threat scale boosted up to 300%. I said it's losing is fun for the standard, but then I kind of lowered everything to just 100% because it feels like raising things like this is just artificial difficulty to me, and lowering this stuff just feels lame to me. But enemy death on down, colonists insta kills, those are still at 100%. Scaria rot chance was lowered to 50%. And yeah, I might increase the threat scale if I... Should Should I? Yeah, 351. I'm sorry if anyone would rather have me a nice and even 350, but getting those things on even numbers like that is a massive pain. Hey Saber, work on this please. Because we need a way to actually preserve our meat in a slightly broken way. I will admit that it is kind of overpowered, but I like it. Because I don't want people going all over the map for stone. We're just going to set it to this radius, and this giant stockpile right here is going to be where we put all of our stone for now. Alright, there we go. Now just actually get some stone blocks. Looks like we're starting with limestone, that's alright. I think we're gonna need... what one's... oh, here we go. What are we gonna name our faction? I'm thinking... Ratkin. That's kind of basic, then the series is already named that. Should I name it that? I know what to do. No. No. Cheese. No, I was gonna say Cheese Mart, but that's too, I have an idea. Hang on. Alright, I was trying to look up, like, real-world examples of, popular cheese makers and stuff, but I think I'm going to settle for this, the Ratkin Cheese Society. I couldn't really find anything better to base it off of. And now for this... Cheese Hill. Or Cheese Mountain? Cheese Mountain. Yeah, that sounds more impressive. Alright, this is the Ratkin Cheese Society, and our first base is known as the Cheese Mountain. Why are all three of them? Oh, right, because Lily's... I was gonna say, why isn't one of them researching, but... Lily is our researcher, but right now she's crafting. And the rest of them have nothing better to be doing, which I think means that they could go for some more farmland to grow with. Let's do that if they're so bored. We can also deconstruct these ship chunks. Is that all of them? No, there's... yeah, one up here too. Ooh, we just had anima yaks wondering. Acts that have mutated for unknown reasons connected to anima trees. I would love to also be able to make cheese out of these, but I don't think I can. But I might not be able to make cheese out of them. But I can still tame them and milk them. Actually, what do they... which are on death, anima yak leather? I could tame them though and still get their wool. I think. Wool and milk? Right? Yes, they do produce you wool, anima yak wool. So let's try to tame both of these up. Oops, definitely don't want to do that. There we go. Only 2% chance of failing on a failed tame attempt. Or no, 2% chance of them being very angry at a failed tame attempt. So we'll see if... Is this right, girl? Yes, we'll see if Kydelin has it in her once she wakes up. What is it eating? Okay, it's eating that. Girl, what are you doing? No. Why are you doing that? Should you not be... No usable food. I see. So there's no more... There's no more rice to... They turned it all into simple meals already, didn't they? I see. Well, they should hopefully be sticking around for a little bit. If they're not, then that's gonna kind of suck. Speaking of which, we might as well get all the wood on the map. Alright, the next growing zone is complete, and we are going to grow corn, because corn is personally my favorite crop in this game. It just always just produces so much food. Rice is overrated in my opinion. It's all about corn. I never grow rice when I don't need to. Unfortunately, right now I do need to. Oh, wait, we have enough stone there, so we're going to suspend these orders, and we are going to build a smokehouse. And see, here's the problem. We need wood for our smokehouse, and we're going to need wood to keep it going, and we are already basically out of wood. So we're going to have to really hope to get enough from these trees. And there's gonna be enough, but not much. It's going to barely be anything, but we should be able to smoke enough meat and vegetables to survive for a little bit, I hope. Let's get all wood on the map. I think that's a piece of wood right there, right? Yeah. Alright, that's a good amount. All urgently, all of it. And we have a heat wave. These poor rats. Wait. What was that I just saw? Alright, so Saber really likes computer games and weapons. She's a gamer. That's right, our Saber here is a gamer girl. A gamer rat girl who walks around in heavy armor with a giant sword and shield. That sounds pretty badass. Someone, just saying, like, I don't want fan art of me, I want fan art of my RimWorld characters. Alright, Psychic Soothe, that's very nice. Not really needed because everyone's already pretty happy right now, but... Oh wow, Narcissus is really happy. Oh, there we go, here's the awful barracks thing. So yeah, I would have thought that Ratkin would be fine with kind of low quality barracks because they're rats who probably live in caves and cramped quarters, but I guess they have standards. Oh, come on. Seriously? She stops at one work left to go and wash her hands. Why? Okay, just no, okay. Whatever. Alright. Now, smoke meat. Because meat is what always runs out. It's what always expires the quickest. So we're going to smoke that, and then they can smoke vegetables. Oh, and now that we have rice, is she going to try and tame the yaks? Where are they? Tell me they're still here. No usable food. What do you mean there's no usable food? Vegetables, seeds, live plants, meals, blah, blah, blah. Should be fine. Cannot haul rice because there's no storage spot for it. Let's see. She's hauling the rice to the new food baskets. And now that there's food in storage, yes. Okay. Now I can try and tame these. Will she do it? Will she do it? Yes! First try. Alright, next one. Come on, get it. Get it. Oh. Well, maybe the next one. Alright, now we have an animayak. I have no idea what to name her, so we're just gonna leave that there for now. Alright, now we already have smoked vegetables being worked on. These are nice, if not a little bit broken, because smoking things basically makes them last 30 days, and smoked food also gives a +3 mood buff. So yeah, I will admit it's kind of OP, but it's one of my favorite mods. I love playing with it, I'm sorry. Oh, and now we just had animal wargs wandering. These are kind of scary. Should I try to tame them? Should I? I don't know. What is their 50% chance upon fail? No, I don't think I will. Might be able to kill them. Should she try? Should Saber try? I don't really feel comfortable about them just being down here. There, she got another yak. And that's a male and female, so now we can breed them. Very nice. But these anima wargs, yeah, I'm not... I don't want them down here. I mean, as long as they're not hostile, then it should be fine. Right, I just realized the problem. Even though we do have cheese making being researched, it's not going to do much for us if we have nothing to make cheese out of. Because anima yaks don't produce milk that can be used for cheese, I don't believe. And we have nothing that does produce milk that can be used, so it's a little bit of a problem for us, because otherwise if we're not making cheese, we're going to have nothing to trade. Because these are girls who pride themselves on their cheese, and it's kind of shameful to not be able to actually, you know, make and sell cheese. How much silver do we have? Not enough. That's not silver. Where's our silver? Where is our silver? I'm just being stupid. Or am I being blind? Okay, it just doesn't count in the... doesn't show because it's not in the stockpile anywhere. So we only have 500 silver. Let's make our empire. Even though it's kind of gonna be... No, it's not ready to make that yet. Dang it. At least the heat wave's over. Oh, the axe just made love in the middle of the room. That was probably pretty distracting to Lily when it came to her research. You know, just minding your own business, sitting there, doing research, figuring out the best cheese making practices, and then a couple of yaks start doing the do behind you. It's kind of awkward. I just realized I'm an idiot. They're growing potatoes here instead of cotton. I could have sworn I set this to grow cotton. Why are they growing potatoes? Oh, I'm a stupid. Cotton, please. Wait, what? Okay, so yeah, these wargs are not... No. Hurry up, get out of there, Saber. Come on, come on. Hurry up. Saber, please. Come on. Yes. Alright. Save the yak. Who is it attacking? No, why is it attacking the yak? Stop attacking the yak. Come on. Come on, Saber. Get it. Thank you. Without taking any damage. That's what I'm talking about. And now we know they're hostile and going to want to attack our animals. So that, oh wait, we need to get our, we need to do something about our yak here real quick. Furniture, animal sleeping spots. Yeah, it might not be sanitary to have them sleep right by our food and by the beds, but it'll be fine. You know, Yaks, I would have been pissed off at you if you were eating my cotton plants, but now that I know you're just eating my potato plants that I never meant to grow in the first place, it's okay. Now Saber is just taking no damage. She's dodging, she's blocking. She's just being a boss here. There we go. Fuck yeah, Saber. And how are we doing here? Alright, Yak is fine. Was this our female? No, not the female. So I was gonna say, I know if the females are pregnant, and then if they get like seriously hurt or sick, then there's like a chance of them miscarrying. Oh wait, she's pretty old. That is an old yak. And the male is apparently a, what's the word? I don't know. What is it? Is there a word for a cougar hunter? Yeah, he's a cougar hunter and she's a cougar, seeing as how he's 9 and she's 35. Thankfully, they're animals, so those ages are not more controversial. Alright, we got our first harvest of heal root coming in, so now we can heal with more than nothing. Don't really know how they tend to wounds when they don't have anything to tend with. Maybe they just splash some water in the wound and say, hey, you're good to go now. Good luck. Now we can have herbal bandages to put on the wounds at least. Alright, so we probably should be thinking about some defenses. I was thinking of building like a giant steel wall, kind of. Maybe like around here, but... don't really... that doesn't really fit the aesthetic we want to go for here. We're not building a... We're not building a fortress. We're building a place for guests to come and relax and eat cheese and a cheese factory. A giant like fortress wall doesn't really fit that aesthetic. So not sure what we're going to do for defenses right now. We can now officially make cheese, even if we have no means of acquiring milk right now that can actually be used. How do you pronounce this? Caseculture? 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 No idea. Oh well. Where's the thing is that we can make cheese now. And what do we have here? Blah blah blah. Blah blah. Screw the Empire. We are our own cheese making empire. We don't need no empire. Oh boy. Ship landed a frigates. Automated Caretaker Mech Hive Tango. Kind of cool name. I saw some silly names in the other comp playthroughs I did with this mod. Where did it land at? Where did it have to generate the map? Landed right there. And where are we again? We are somewhere. I don't remember where we are. Hang on. Right. We are all the way down here. And that was up there. So, yeah, it's pretty far away. We're not going to be able to deal with that anytime soon. Ooh, ambrosia sprouts. And an anima bear. Okay, maybe the storyteller is being a bit too nice to me right now. Because, actually we're going to want a little bit more difficulty. But for now, I do want to keep this ambrosia safe, so let's kind of surround it. Put a little door right here so we can actually access it. And then this anima bear, I know that these guys have these tree saplings on their backs. You can kill them and butcher them, and then you get a little sapling that you can plant. And keeping them around, keeping them alive, doesn't really do anything unless you just want to, you know, have an anima bear. So I think we're going to kill that. Plus, you know, there's a chance of it wanting to hunt my yaks, which I'm not okay with. We already learned from the wargs that we can't trust them. Actually, what are its stats like? Yeah, we should be fine. Oh, he did get a good... He is getting some good damage on her. Come on. Come on, Saber. Come on. Crap. That's... Okay. That, we almost got it. That's not that good, though. These two both have ranged weapons, though. Just gonna kite it, run and gun. Come on, keep going. You're not gonna fire? Come on, run and gun. I noticed that she didn't have run and gun enabled. You see, my phone that I'm using for face capture right now is on a mount that is sticking up right in front of the bottom of my screen. It's the best spot I was able to find for face tracking, so kind of not able to see the bottom middle of my screen. There we go. Alright. Saber was scratched up and bruised, but she'll be fine. Was she just talking about vomiting, even though she's the squeamish one? I guess she was talking about how she can't handle it. Oh. This is kind of... I think this is a little bit glitched. But that advanced component would be nice, and it's more silver. Alright, listen, I have a ton of mods, but I'm not going to promise they all work together, as you can see here. For now, let's accept this. Where did it crash at? We have one dude here. Alright, and then... She's still binging? No. She's gonna need some food though, so hurry up and eat some vegetables, then they're gonna get up there. Oh, here they are. 4 of them should be fine. She's got her armor, so as long as she can deal with this guy, he should be able to deal with those others. Right? Yeah, there we go. And that dude just he just ran away. That makes life a little bit easier actually. Try to not get caught in that crossfire. They are kind of cute. Oh, they're like twins with opposite styles of hair. Oh, I feel bad for this, but... Oh, right. I forgot. Kijin, their melee attacks with their fists light people on fire. Alright. Got the fire off, so go finish her off. Yes, that burn could potentially lead to infection, but should be fine. They're talking about fighting stink bugs. Wow. Fighting us. Is that supposed to be an insult? I feel a little bit less bad about killing them now. Wait. What? She got disarmed. I see. That's a interesting ability. That, and we downed her. That means we might be able to turn her into our own colonist. Should we? 25-year-old Kijin, a sole survivor who grew up to be a guardian. I guess she lost her own family and neighbors when she was a child. Then grew up and swore that she was going to protect the loved ones that she did have from then on. She sounds like she would be a good potential recruit for us. And that martial artist skill and fast walker. She would be a good fighter. But she already has 7 in melee. Bleeding out in 7 hours. Alright, we're going to try to save her. But first we're going to need a place to put her. Temporarily set this as prisoner. Yeah, that's okay. Just for now. Just temporarily. Alright, now we're going to need to make a little prisoner barracks. I'm thinking right here. Yeah, she can just stay right there for now, it's fine. She's captured. Just don't mind that Saber is sharing her bed with the prisoner. I have a feeling that my corn has been getting eaten. This is also another reason I want to build a wall here, just to keep all these animals out. Because right now they're eating our crops. Oh, I just noticed that transport pod crash. And she is a cute current girl. A young gardener and a bartender. Lazy optimist. We'll take her. We have a trader, but we have no cheese to trade them. We probably won't for a while. We have a bunch of other stuff. Let's see what they have to offer. Nothing really that... I mean, we could sell those. Should we? Am I gonna break one of my rules on the very first episode of this series about not trading cheese? You know, maybe we just won't trade any cheese after the first year. because I really would like to save those just to get some silver. Should we? Should we? I think we won't. We have pride. We only sell cheese here. All this other stuff is stuff that would be repurposed somehow. Who knows? That probably not. It's pretty much only used to be used as a weapon or to sell, and it's not that great as a weapon, so it's kind of worthless for us. But you know, we have our pride here. We only sell cheese. Wait. What did I just see here? I saw Lily talking. Right, she asked Lordson about her forehead. And Lordson is a girl who has a hairstyle that is covering up most of her forehead. So maybe Lily wanted to just ask about her forehead and see if she's hiding something for some reason. Wait, Lily's a bracer, right? Yep. She always says exactly what's on her mind. So she must have been wondering if there's something going on with her forehead and couldn't resist asking. That is a very Lily-like thing to do. Alright, we have a lot of things down here that want to eat all of our food, but preferably we should improve our living situation here a little bit, and we have enough steel to do so, I think. So how do I want to do this? We could go up here and then in, just go straight in here, or go down and then in. Actually, going down is probably our best option. But this is, I feel like this might be the most offensive, and we are rats who want to protect our cheese and all of that, so this is also going to be closer to all of our food stuff, though. Alright, it'll be temporary, but let's get some let's get some living areas set up. Alright, I have the plan for the bedrooms set up, but then I remembered infestations. Usually I play with a mod that makes so infestations can only spawn in darkness, so as long as you set up some lights, and they basically can't spawn in your base. But I feel like that might be a little bit too OP for what I want to do here, which means we're going to have to set up an infestation baits room, which I've never actually done before, but I think I know how to do it. Just have to build a giant room that has some furniture in it in the dark, right? I think so. So once they're done with that, I'll build the bait room. Gigantic slope, self-tamed, and immediately eating cotton. And that's what you get. Oh, corn is coming in and immediately... Okay. Okay. This is what happens when you try to eat our corn. Anything else over here that wants to eat our corn? Anything? This rat? Screw you, rat. I just realized the irony of that. Well, these are these aren't our kind of rats, so it's okay. Get some guano over here. I think that's everything for now. Oh, we do have this boom rat here. These are a pain to kill because, you know, they explode on death. And an emu. We kill an emu. We've seen what they can do to Australia, so we probably should deal with it before it becomes a threat. Alright. We'll do that tomorrow. Once they get a night's worth of sleep. You need sleep before you take on the emus. I swear. I swear. Imagine the nerve of coming over here, eating our cotton, and then they go berserk and manhunt her because we kill them for eating our cotton. These bison just they have no manners, I tell you. Everything was going fine, but bison bit Saber in the neck, and I guess that was enough to down her. But she still hasn't recovered from all the other fights where she has to keep on killing animals. So we're going to send Narcissus and Lily out here and just be perpetually annoyed that these animals keep eating our food, which really is entirely my fault because I have not protected our food at all. All I have to do is build a wall to keep them out. That's all I have to do. But I don't want to. It wouldn't look right. But maybe I'm gonna have to after all. Oh well. Alright, we finished learning how to grow trees. Which I wouldn't have thought would be that difficult compared to growing crops, but now we can grow trees. So we will be able to have more wood, because we still have 321, it's actually been lasting a while. But now we'll be able to grow more. What do we research next is the question. Beekeeping. Because we are going to, yeah, we're going to need bees. We can't do anything with the bees yet, even though we have beehives. And I don't want to use wood to create lights, so let's get beeswax lighting, and then we'll go on bee breeding. And do you want mead? You drink wine with cheese, and mead is called honey wine in some places. Basically it's honey wine, just made with honey instead of grapes. So I don't see why we can't make some mead. Okay, that's what we'll do. Emu, you live for another day. Now poor Saber has an infection in her neck from being bitten it by a bison. And Kydelin is going on an insulting spree. Because she is, I guess, not happy about seeing all the blood all over the place. And she is the squeamish one, so it doesn't make sense. And Saber is just not having a good time here. She is not at all happy. But she's doing her best anyways. Also, her armor is already getting kind of low there, so we're gonna have to, I think after this bee stuff, we're gonna have to start investing into making new armor and weapons. Speaking of which, she still needs to pick up her weapon. I've tried those mods before where people will automatically pick their weapons up again after being downed, but they never worked for me for some reason. They used to back when I first used them, but I don't know, something happened and now those mods just don't like me. They never want to work. Oh no, solar flare while we have no electricity. Whatever will we do? Oh, and now we have bee breeding complete. Which means we can start bee stuff. First, gonna build a couple of bee houses. Actually, I think we're only gonna need one right now. Because I don't even know if we're gonna get a drone and a queen. Might not even get either. What do I do? Yes. That's gonna cost wood. That hurts. But it must be done. She might not be able to extract from the hives, but Lily can extract from the hives. When is she gonna get? Oh, got a drone and a queen. I thought before you'd only get one or the other. Maybe they changed that, or maybe I'm just misremembering. Yep, there we go. Very nice. So we get 2 hives after all. And those will go... because they have a bonus where if any farmland within the range of the beehive, it gets like a, I think, 30% chance or something like that to, no, 25% chance to, yeah, when you harvest a crop, it automatically comes back with 25% growth already. It's probably gonna be nice to have for there. And do I want it for the corn? I think I'd rather have it for the cotton. Yeah, alright. So we'll do that. And now with our little new tree area here done, tree circle, we can start growing trees. Oh god, all these gazelles are down here eating my food. Saber only just now got healed up, but I'm sorry, Saber. We need to deal with all these gazelles. Thankfully, the gazelles are not proving a problem. They're not going manhunter and all attacking her at once. Yeah. Cool rats hunt with their swords. Only lame rats hunt with ranged weapons. Yeah, that's right, alright, and there's the emu. Surrounded by blood. We'll let it live for another day. Saber's already done enough today. Let's just try to recruit her. Hopefully this first attempt works. Will it work? Yes! New colonist. Alright, and you know, we'll let her have this room. There's our new colonist. She's adorable. Oh, with this hairstyle though and that face, she just needs some blue hair, and then she could be a Rem wannabe. But for now, she's just going to be a knockoff Rem. But that's okay. A knockoff Rem is more than good enough for what we need, because she is going to do all of our cleaning and hauling. Oh, a Wanderer joins. Daffodil. What's she in? She's coming with some gin. Okay. A couch potato. And lush. Alcohol culture is just part of life for her. She absolutely adores booze and would rather die before giving it up, which makes, you know, it makes this make sense. But she is a little librarian and a shooter with good interests and everything. Interested, yeah. I think she might be our, one of our ranged people. We'll move her right there. Keep the Ratkin together up the top. And one of them, who is that has a gun? Yeah, Lily doesn't need. She doesn't need this gun. We will give that gun to Daffodil. There we go. And she's... Do I want her cooking? No, I don't want her cooking. I'd rather all that experience go to... Yeah, Narcissus, 'cause she's already at 12. Instead, we will set Daffodil to... We do need more miners. Alright, mining and quarry. Sorry, I know that's not what you're interested in, but it's what we need right now. Oh, the shuttle arrived. Why is she? Oh, she's just hauling stone. Shuttle arrived without any mech cluster ever coming down. Maybe that quest was just bugged. Weird. Not gonna complain though. It's a free advanced component for us. Just have to take the cougars to the shuttle and then the quest is done. Look at Billy carrying a cougar all by herself. There we go. Where are pods at? Nice. That will be helpful eventually. Getting those first advanced components can always be a little bit of a challenge sometimes. But there is something I can't do. Let's look here. Let's see. What am I doing? Oh, create new faction. Because I know I can do expansionist, and then the first settlement is going to be free and start at level 2. I don't want to do technocratic because research with the Empire mod is just extremely broken and it makes research no fun in my opinion. Militaristic. We're not a military faction. That's not what we're going for here. Authoritarian, we're not authoritarians. Can't do isolationist if we do that, but upgrading all that stuff is cheaper. Or no, it's not cheaper, but it's faster. And you also get extra taxes and more workers. But creating settlements is even more expensive then. Feudal. I think we're definitely going to go with feudal. Even though that last part, failing to protect settlements, might be a bit risky. So we're feudal, that's for sure, but are we going to be isolationist or expansionist? Expansionist, we get a first settlement for free and settlements start at level 2. Isolationist, we make more money, get more workers, but settlements cost twice as much. I think we're going to... With what we're doing, we should probably go expansionist just because it makes sense. Or thought of a lore reason. The lore is that we're being expansionists because, you know, just like Walmart, we want to expand everywhere. Or like McDonald's, we want to make sure our cheese is in every single colony, every single city, every single town. That's what we're gonna do. We want to expand everywhere and eventually take over the universe with our cheese empire. Alright, here we are. Our faction is going to be expansionist, feudal, and we are going to be RCS Incorporated for the Ratkin Cheese Society Incorporated. I've never noticed a difference between name and title, so I just named them the same thing. And the flag is yellow because cheese. Maybe I'll try to make a custom flag or something too at some point, I don't know. But for now, just going to be the plain yellow flag for RCS Inc. Yes. Now we can choose a trait for our faction. Resilient would probably be really nice, seeing as how we're feudal, which means if we do lose a battle, it's going to hurt us. Raiders is pointless. Defense and depth would also be really nice to help protect our colonies. But roleplay wise, I feel like mercantile is the way to go, even if we can't really benefit from it yet. But we have nothing to trade yet. So I think what we're going to do is go with... I think we'll do defense in depth. Then when you get to the next level, we'll do road builders. And then after that, mercantile. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Alright. And now, time for us to settle our first colony for free. Now, the reason why I settled us over here is because you'll see you have 2 mechanoid intrusion biomes. And this one has mechanoid intrusion with mountains. If you've never played Empire mod with alpha biomes before, the mechanoid intrusion is like the best place for metal, and then mountains makes that even better. See, we have 2.5 base value for metal, which is very good for making money. which we are going to desperately need to fund our colonies. Because otherwise we're not going to be able to afford them, and they're just gonna never be able to do anything. So, there we go. But I'll be able to settle my next colony for only 750. Right, because it's gonna be cheaper. And we already have an event popping up. No. And this emu, still just walking around threateningly, sleeping in our territory. Its day will come. And another ambrosia sprout. Right within our area too. Well, I will not complain about that. Though I am going to need to... Shit. Didn't want to do that. Gotta protect it or else we're just going to go over it. Alright, that should be fine. Is it time to take down the emu? Alright, come on, Saber. It's the most fearsome battle that we've seen yet. We may not survive this. See, look at that. It's already done more. It's already done more damage to her than she's done to it. That emus are serious. You cannot take them. You cannot underestimate them. But you also can't underestimate a rat. Alright, now that the most dangerous threat of... Well, no, we can't be sure that the threat is over yet. Not until we butcher the emu. Not until the emu is completely removed from this world can we be sure that the threat of it is over. Alright, now we're sure it's over. And with that, I think that's a good point to stop this episode at. This is the progress we made so far. I think it's a pretty good start for being 25 days in. It's obviously not as good as it could be, taking our time here. But that's how I like to play. So, I hope that you've enjoyed this first episode. And I will hopefully be posting more very soon. Until then, I hope that you will have a nice day, and I'll see you next time.